Good morning, children. Today we will learn about chapter 11 of physics. The name of the chapter is Human Eye and the Colorful World. In this chapter, we'll be learning about structure and working of human eye, some common eye defects and their corrections, refraction of light through a glass prism, dispersion of light, atmospheric refraction, and some natural phenomena like advanced sunrise and delayed sunset. So, our first topic is to understand the structure and working of human eye. As you can see in this diagram, eye is spherical in shape and the diameter of eyeball is around 2 to 3 centimeters. And you can see the internal structure of human eye. Some parts are shown here in the diagram and we have to learn the name of each part and we have to do its function. Like this part, here we have iris. So iris is this blue colored part, blue colored diaphragm, which is there in front of eye lens, that is iris. Then here we have got a convex lens, that is convex shaped lens. It is eye lens made up of transparent fibrous protein material. Then we have got a thin membrane in front of the lens. It is known as cornea, and the hole between the iris, the gap between iris, that is known as pupil, from where the light enters. Then the eye lens, it is held in its position with the help of ciliary muscles. Then on the back side of this spherical ball, that is eyeball, there is retina on which the image is formed, and then we have got optic nerve which carry electrical signal to the brain, and from there the interpretation of the image is done. So one thing you need to remember, that we are to study the structure and working of eye from physics point of view and not from biology point of view. So we have to do the functions of only a few parts. So let's do it in details now. The human eye, it's a sense organ and it helps us to see the colorful world around us. Now, human eye is acting like a camera because it has got a lens system inside it, and the image is captured with the help of this lens, and the image is formed on the retina. This retina is there on the back side of the on the back side of the eyeball. The eyeball is spherical in shape, diameter is 2.3 centimeters. Light enters through the eye with the help of a transparent membrane. That transparent membrane is known as cornea. Behind the cornea, there is a muscular diaphragm. This is known as iris, and this muscular diaphragm is responsible for the color of the eye. You know, some people they have blue colored eyes, some people have brown colored eyes. So this brown and blue colored diaphragm, that is known as iris, and it is responsible for the color of the eye. And this iris has got a one opening there. That opening is known as pupil. Pupil is the actual place from where the light enters. So pupil controls the amount of light entering into the eye. Then eye lens, that helps to focus the image of the object on the retina. This eye lens is convex lens, and ciliary muscles, they help to change the curvature of the lens and they change the focal length. Now what does it mean? It means when you have to see the distant objects means far away objects, and when you have to see the nearby objects, then focal length of the eye lens doesn't remain same. It has to be changed, and this change is done with the help of ciliary muscles. So curvature of eye lens is changed with the help of ciliary muscles, and as a result focal length is changed. Now how eye works. The eye lens forms real and inverted image of the object which is in front of the eye, and this image is formed on the retina. There are some light sensitive cells which are present on the retina, and they produce electrical signals, and these signals, they are carried by the optical nerves to the brain. Now there the brain analyzes this information. Processing of information or analysis of information is done in the brain, and then the brain sends the message to the eye, and then we are able to see the objects. Now let us understand some important terms related to this working of eye. First is power of accommodation of eye. The ability of the eye lens to see both near and distant objects by adjusting its focal length. This is known as power of accommodation of the eye. The eye lens, it is composed of fibrous jelly-like material that you know. Eye lens is transparent, and this curvature, its curvature can be changed with the help of ciliary muscles. So when the curvature is changed, then focal length also changes. You know, when we are to read the book, then the muscles, they become thick and focal length decreases, and we are able to read the book. But when we are able to see far away objects, very far away objects, then the eye lens remains thin because the ciliary muscles, they are relaxed. So when the muscles are relaxed, eye lens is thin, and when muscles they contract, eye lens is thick. When we are watching far away objects, then the muscles are relaxed, eye lens is thin. But when we are reading the book, the things which we are watching, they are closer to the eye, then our eye lens is thick and focal length is less. Then next we have near point. The minimum distance at which eye can see objects clearly. That is known as near point, or the least distance of distinct vision. And for a normal eye, this near point is 25 centimeter. When you have to read your book, then you have to keep your book at a distance of at least 25 centimeters away from the eye in order to read it comfortably. If you will keep the book very close to the eye, then you will not be able to read the letters without strain. So near point is 25 centimeters. Then far point, the farthest distance up to which I can see objects clearly. This is known as the far point of the eye. And for the normal eye, the far point is infinity. So the vision for the normal eye, it is between 25 centimeter and infinity.